wanna kick it like Ronaldo. Flew a ride at the state on Monte Carlo.
Alright, what's up guys, this is Josh back with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can make your own Fortnite montage from start to end, whether it's the clipping, the editing, the thumbnail, the uploading, all that stuff. I'm going to be going through it, how you can actually upload it to YouTube and actually boost your SEO in terms of tags, titles, description, all that stuff. But quick, before I actually get into it, I just want to say that over 60% of you guys that watch my videos are not actually subscribed to the channel yet. Make sure to drop a sub, it helps me out a ton. It's free for you guys to do. All the presets and downloads will be in the description as well as the timestamp, so make sure to go check those out if you are interested in that. With that being said, guys, I hope you guys do enjoy. I'm gonna hop right into it. All right, guys, so the first thing you want to do is just open up your browser. I'm actually gonna cover clipping right now. Just the first thing you want to do is look up NVIDIA highlights download. So for this, what you're going to do is you're just going to bring up your task manager. You're going to go to performance, and then you're going to go down to your GPU just so you could actually check what graphics card you have. If it does say you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you are going to be able to use NVIDIA highlights, which is what I'm going to be showing for this first portion of the video. So for this, you're just going to close out of that, and you're going to download GeForce Experience. If you don't have an NVIDIA graphics card, you can download the AMD software. I'm not too sure what it's called. It's like Radeon something, or you can just download something like Metal. So make sure to go check those alternate ones out. I'll have those in the description as well. But for this, just press download. It'll download. You could just run it. It'll do a setup. But once you've actually done that, you should be able to just look up GeForce Experience on your PC. And this is also the software that you're going to be able to update your drivers in. So if you're ever experiencing FPS drops, or you're not able to actually clip something, obviously this is why we're installing it. This is always the best software to actually use, because it will always solve those problems, as you are going to be able to have updates constantly to your PC and your graphics card. So I'm gonna let this load up, and I'll see you guys once it's done. And then just for this second one right here is we're going to trim it down right here, and just like that. Should be, you can install either like game ready drivers or studio drivers, depending on if you're like doing more editing than gaming. I do recommend the game ready drivers though, because that is what I use. But for this, we're actually going to head on over to our settings. Right here we can see all the different specifications of our PC. I have an RTX 2060, I have a Ryzen 7 5800X 8-core processor, and then I also have like 32 gigs of RAM, and then my monitor's 1920 by 1080, 240 hertz. But that's not really important. All we got to do is just, we're going to toggle this in-game overlay, and then what we're going to do after that, after we've have it enabled, we're just going to press Alt-Z on our keyboard. That will bring up this GeForce Experience clipping menu. From here, I just turn off instant replay because I had it installed, but you will have to turn it on. But the first thing you want to do is just make sure you go into your settings, and you make sure all the settings are configured to what you want. I have the instant replay length set to 30 seconds, so that'll be a 30-second clip once you actually clip something. And then I have the quality set to custom 1080p 60 fps max bitrate. I have that on save. I'll just turn that on real quick. And yeah, so to clip something, all you got to do, go to your keyboard shortcuts, and right down here it'll say record, save the last blah 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 minutes recorded. And since I have it set to 30 seconds, it says 0.5 minutes, but if you have it set to like 45 seconds, it'll say 0.75 minutes recorded. I have a keybind set to something that doesn't affect a major in-game keybind, so I have Alt Q. I do have a build bind set to Q, so it doesn't mess it up if I am pressing Alt at the same time. So all I gotta do, if I want to clip something in Fortnite, I just press Alt Q on my keyboard, and it actually clips my game. So that's pretty much the main keybind you actually want to set. You can go back right here, and then you can just go to your recordings, make sure you have a folder set to wherever you want it to save to. So I have it set to like a clips folder, just like that. And that's pretty much that, to be honest. You can also set up NVIDIA highlights. So if you went over to like right here, video capture, or sorry, if you went to the highlights, it'll let you like automatically clip stuff. I don't know how to really set it up, but it just automatically clips kills. And you can also like check performance in here if you really wanted to, and then manually like adjust your CPU stuff. But that's pretty much that. After you've had that installed, just make sure you know where your clips are, because you're going to need to know where they are for the actual editing portion. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to editing inside of DaVinci Resolve, kind of a basic little Fortnite montage for you guys, and I will see you guys over there after you have actually installed it. Alright guys, so I got DaVinci Resolve open. All we're going to do, go to the new project. We're going to do how to make montage, because that's just going to be like the title of this video. So I'm going to do that. And we're going to go into the edit tab right here. We're going to go to project settings, change this to 60 fps, and that should be good. Just press save. The first thing you want to do is just find a random song. So for me, I'm going to be using like the song, let's just say Ronaldo by Blanco. It's kind of an old song, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to turn the volume down just a tiny bit. We're going to find the main beat that we want to use right there. So we're going to add a marker right here by pressing M, and I'm going to find my transition point, and that's going to be the little clap after the beat, and then the second beat right here. And then we could also do like a third beat if we want to. I'm just going to cover 2 just because it's like more basic all around. It's not really focused on editing. We're just going to cut off either side by pressing Control B, and then we're also just going to drag it down audio track. So these are actually going to be the beats that we want to hit. So if you wanted to kind of color coordinate it, you could just delete this and change it to, let's say, like a red marker for the transitions, and for the kills you can maybe have like the blue marker. That's 100% up to you. All we got to do, I'm going to go to my clips and I'm going to let it load. We're just going to drag in 2 random clips. Let me just quickly see if this one is good. Honestly, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. We're just going to drag in this random clip, and then I'm going to, oh, this one's crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just preview the clip by double clicking on it. We're going to find the part that we want to use by pressing these little arrow buttons, just like that, and we're going to drag it in just right here. I'm going to give us a bit more space to work with. We're going to find our marker right here, and then we're just going to slide our clip along until the clip or the kill is actually on the beat drop. So just like this should be good, and we're going to let that play back. It should be good. And then just for the second one right here is we're going to trim it down right here, and just like that should be good. And we're just gonna drag that one in right here. I think should be fine. It should be good. All right, and we're just gonna drag out the left side just like that, drag out the right just like that. Should be good. Okay, honestly, that's perfectly fine. For this, we're just gonna give us a bit of space. We'll bring it back right after. But for the first clip to actually add velocity, we're just gonna right click on it, unlink the clips, go into retime curve, give us a bit of space by dragging this down, drag this down a tiny bit. Just change this from retime speed to retime frame. Add a speed point on the kill. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 frames back with our arrow keys on our keyboard. Add a little keyframe right here. We're going to drag this up to 300%. Go 1, 2, 3 frames to the right. Add another keyframe. We'll drag this up to 150%. So just like that. And then this goes down to 60. Just like that. Perfect. And then we'll just click on these. We'll press the little easy ease button just like this, and that'll actually ease the keyframes. And then we're going to line up this right here with the actual beat again. And we'll trim it down on either side. Collapse the retime curve, and then we'll actually just preview what it looks like. It's just a nice little velocity. Obviously, it's nothing advanced, or nothing too advanced, I should say. But we're just going to do the exact same thing with the second clip. So I'll quickly just do it a bit faster so you guys can see just me doing it again. Keyframe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 frames back. Keyframe, drag it up, 300%, 1, 2, 3. Keyframe, drag this up to 150, just like that. 60% on this one right here. Perfect. Ease this, and then we're just going to kind of go over here and line it up again, and then just cut it down on the right, cut it down the left, and make sure your audio is always unlinked from your clip. So if you wanted to do that, you could just make sure that this is it linked. But if you want to unlink it, you just right click on it and unlink it. Yeah, but just like basic velocities, just like that. Nothing too crazy, but it should be good. All we're going to do now for our impacts is we're just going to go to our effects library. We're going to drag on an adjustment clip. And since you guys are beginners, I'll actually show you a non-plugin impact. So that's just pretty much going to be that. I'm going to go to my DaVinci Resolve folder right here, DaVinci presets, and we should be able to go to the pink flicker impact, no plugins, drag that in. And if you guys don't know, plugins are like Sapphire plugins, BCC. They're like a different effects kind of scheme, but they are like, they cost money to install, and some people crack them. But that's up to you. You can download them if you want. I'll have some plugin presets in the description. They're the exact same. You just got to drag it into the Fusion tab right here, and you want to make sure that you have the adjustment clip starting on the kill going to the very end of the clip. And these are already keyframed. You don't have to worry about doing anything. I'll just quickly show you. You can see, like, just like that, it kind of works perfectly. I'll see if I can change this to quarter resolution so it actually plays back. Oh, it's not really wanting to. Don't know why it goes down to the corner, but I'll have a preview at the very beginning of the video, so don't worry about that. But what we're actually going to do is we're just going to go and add a second adjustment clip to the second kill, and I'll actually just fade this out because that'll be the very end of our kind of mini preview, just like this. Let me just go like that. Should be good. And then we're just gonna go to the Fusion for this same exact process. Always make sure you are saving your project by pressing Control S if you guys are new to editing. Editing softwares tend to crash a lot, so make sure to be doing that. So, and then we're just going to do something like, I don't know, God Shake Glow, no plugins or something like that. And I'm just gonna add that in. Should be good. So yeah, it should be good. And that's pretty much just a basic impact. I'll have that in the description as well. Both of those should be down there. And all we got to do for transitioning, if you guys don't have plugins, what you can do is just go to your video transitions tab. And the thing about DaVinci has a ton of free to use transitions, like a cross dissolve, where you could literally just drag it in and it does a nice little cross dissolve between the two clips. Or if you want to do like a non-additive dissolve, I bet you've seen it in some videos, where it's kind of like a dissolve, kind of, it mixes the data from both clips. Or there's like smooth cut, there's all these different push ones, there's some that are like zoom in and out. That's the cool thing about DaVinci Resolve 17 is they have those push and like zoom in and out transitions by default. But if you did have plugins, you can you guys will obviously know how to use plugins if you have them installed. So I'll just have some blur mo curve ones down in the descriptions for you guys that actually know how to do that. I'm just gonna fade these in just so it is looking cleaner for when we actually have it in the intro. But just like that, super clean. But that's how you actually edit your own little Fortnite montage. Obviously, you'd go as many clips as you have in your folder, probably like 20 to 30. I'm only using 2 because this is an example. Once you've actually, let's say, have your entire montage, so let's say like it's the entire timeline, it goes all the way to like out here, and you just have like all these markers, you have all your clips, your adjustment layers, your transitions, all that stuff. You're just gonna go to the deliver tab right here. So just go to the deliver tab, and from here you're just going to look up something like, I don't know, you're just gonna name it how to make a montage sample, something like that, 1. Then you're gonna go to location, you're gonna go to your wherever you save your YouTube videos to. I'm just gonna do that, and then we're gonna change it from QuickTime to MP4 if you want to. Obviously up to you. I do QuickTime or MP4. Let me just leave it on QuickTime. And then for the quality, the #1 mistake people make is they leave it on best. That's the worst thing you could do. Always change it to restrict to, and what I recommend is you change it to 300,000, just like that. Or what I do when I'm exporting my videos is I literally just spam 1 as many times as possible, so it sets it to the default max bitrate, which is 2,097,151, and that will always result in like a video that's like 2.5 gigabytes, but it should be fine, especially if it's like a highlights video. It's whatever. It'll just be good quality. But if you wanted to change the res also, you could change it to like 200 or 2560 by 1440 from the 1920 by 1080 obviously, and then you just go to add to render queue. Make sure your audio is also set to export, because sometimes this is unchecked so you won't have audio. And then once it's in here, you literally just press render all, and it will just start rendering it. And depending on how good your PC is, it'll take longer. Like you can see, my thing just rendered fully in 7 seconds. And make sure your thing's always set to entire timeline. That'll automatically render anything that is in the timeline that is media. So make sure that you don't have the rest of the song going, you always cut it down. But yeah, that's pretty much how you actually make your own Fortnite montage. What I'm going to be doing is showing you. I'll just quickly play the preview on screen. Why not? We'll just quickly watch it back. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to also show you how you can actually do your own thumbnail for this montage. So I'm going to show you how to do that in Photoshop real quick. But we're actually going to let this load, and I'll see you guys once I've actually let it load and we have the video pulled up. All right, guys. So here is the final version. I'll just quickly play it.
You wanna kick it like Ronaldo. Flew right out of the state of Monte Carlo.
But obviously it's nothing too crazy, just two kind of different impacts for you guys. But yeah, that's that. I'm just gonna quickly show you how you could actually do your thumbnail, and then we'll actually move on to how you could actually upload your montage to YouTube and kind of optimize the search results for that, so you could actually hit out. All right, so what we're actually going to do is we're just gonna head on over to YouTube. And the cool thing about YouTube is there's literally a ton of people that will do Fortnite season 7 render packs, and always make sure that you are looking up season 7, the newest season, because that will have the best renders for that season. And then also make sure that you have Photoshop installed. I may or may not have downloaded it for free, but let's just say I have it purchased for legal reasons. But what we're gonna do is you can just go right here to like this guy's thing right here and just click on his recognized link. Let it do its thing. Shout out to Wise for this. So maybe I'll just link his channel in the description if you want to go show him some love for providing the free edit pack. You can just click on this. If it pulls up an ad, you just let it do that. There, unlock link, and then let it take us to the Google Drive. And obviously right here there are a ton of different renders. Let's just do this one right here, the Chaos Agent. So we're gonna download this. We're going to save it to whatever thumbnail we want, or whatever folder we want, sorry, not thumbnail. That should be good. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to look up, we're going to go back to YouTube. We're going to look up Fortnite GFX Pack Google Drive. And we'll do something like this. And here's a Google Drive folder right here. And then we're just going to find a background. So shout out to Apex as well. I'll have his in the description, or his channel, as well as maybe the pack if you want. And then we're just going to download this right here, like this one. Pick something that's working for us, just a basic kind of grass background. And that should be good. We're just going to X out of that. We're going to load up Photoshop. And there are tutorials on YouTube on how you can get it for free. All right, guys. So right here, we're just going to go to new 1920 by 1080. Go down to File, Place. Go to wherever we have our assets saved to. So for me, I'm going to go to Thumbnail. And we're just going to change this to sort by date. Just like that. Image, just like this. I don't know why I can't parse the files. That's really weird. It's not letting me place it, but we're gonna place the render just like this. Move it down to the bottom of the screen, but it is not up to the top. So we're just gonna make sure we have free transform set to link. Something like that should be good. And we're actually gonna go back to that thing right here, the Google Drive thingy. And we're gonna go to backgrounds. Let's do something like maybe that works. That should be fine. Save the thumbnail. We'll leave it open just in case. I'll go to place. There we go. Perfect. This one works. So we're just gonna place. We're gonna shift it till it covers the entire background. We can't see white around the borders. Drag it to the bottom right here on the right side. And then also what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on the background layer. We're gonna go to image adjustments. Actually, we have to rasterize the layer, so I'm just gonna rasterize it. We're gonna go up to image adjustments, brightness, contrast. If you just kind of adjust the brightness, maybe decrease the contrast if you want to, or increase the contrast, 100% up to you. And then we can go to like curves. I don't know if you want to mess around with curves. You can kind of mess around with the curves here. Make it brighter if you wanted, make it lower. And I'm also going to make the saturation just a tiny bit higher, just so it kind of pops to our viewers. But what we're going to do is just go to filter, go to blur, and then you can do like a, I don't know, like a random Gaussian blur if you wanted to. Something like that, just so the skin pops out. And then if you wanted to also make the skin pop a bit more, you can add outer glow. So just change it to white, just like this, and you can change the opacity to full, change the spread and the size, just like that, so the skin's kind of popping out. And then what we're going to do is, let's say if we're using a song like, I don't know, let's say the song's name was Call My Phone. So we're just gonna look up phone emoji, and this Emojipedia app is, or website's literally the best. It has like all the different emojis for all the different softwares and all that, and you can also copy paste it in your titles. So you could just also right click on it, go to save image, and I don't know, name it phone, something like that. Go to file, place our phone, and always do it something related to the title, because if you don't, it won't really make sense. You just rotate it right here, place it in the top corner like that, and then I always add outer glow to my emojis because it makes them pop a lot more. Always make sure it's set to white, 100 opacity. You can change the spread a bit, and that's pretty much that. Obviously, if it was like a different one, like round it up, you do a running man emoji. But that's that. You could also add like a number 5 highlights text if you wanted, not a 3D one. But yeah, that's pretty much how you do the thumbnail. After you're done with it, you just go to save as, save it to the right folder. So for me, I'm gonna go down to thumbnail, and I'm going to name it, I don't even know, let's just do Fortnite Montage Sample Tutorial Thumb. And we're actually gonna just save it as a JPEG. Go to save. Make sure it's max quality, go to OK, exit out, save it as, I don't know, tutorial July 8 sample. That's the day we're recording this video. OK, X out, and yeah, that is pretty much that. All we gotta do from there, if we want to upload our video to YouTube, which is gonna be the final portion of the video, go to upload video. We're just going to go to the upload section right here, go to wherever we have our little mini montage rendered out at, and we're just gonna do upload it right like this. Go to open, and we're gonna actually stick with the thing saying call my phone. So we're also gonna look up the phone emoji again, and this is how you can optimize your actual search results. It always looks more appealing if you have the emoji in the title. So we're just gonna do call my phone. We're gonna paste the emoji, and then I always recommend doing something like this little straight thing. It can be found if you press shift on your slash. And then we're gonna do a Fortnite montage or something like that. You can do a Fortnite montage. You can do cleanest Fortnite edits, up to you. And then you just do like Joshyy highlights number 3, or like if your name was like Sniper King 17 highlights number 3. And as far as descriptions go, I'll have this in a little maybe notepad as the best kind of structure for your descriptions in terms of SEO results and stuff like that. You're just going to do like a in this video summary. So in this video, I show off how you can, or in this video, I show off an insane Fortnite montage with some insane clips, period. If you enjoy this content, make sure to drop a sub as it is free, like this, and it helps me out a ton. So kind of like that. This will show up on the preview. So for example, if we looked up Fortnite montage right here, Fortnite montage, we could always see right here the first part of the description is right here. So if you do in this video, show up me attempting how to make a Fortnite montage completely on controller. This is my video. So right there you can see that that's actually the kind of breakdown that you see at the beginning. And obviously if it's something interesting, someone's going to want to click on it. So we're just going to get rid of the links for tutorials, because that's where I have my links if I am uploading a tutorial. And we're just going to take the title right here, copy it, and what I do for highlights videos is I paste it 3 times, but I always delete portions. So this one can stay as is. Then we're going to get rid of Joshyy highlights, so it just says cleanest edit, and then we're just going to get rid of it just so it says call my phone. And what that does is it helps with search results, because the more times that something's in the description, it shows up. And then we just link our thumbnail designer. If you had a different thumbnail designer, do your own 3D thumbnail, but for me, I just get rid of that because I did it myself. Or you can just write thumbnail designer myself. I have all my socials linked right here. And then if we have songs used, I have something like Ronaldo. So obviously if someone's interested in what song we use, we're just gonna write like Ronaldo by Blanco, just like that. And then we'd go on just on the YouTube right here, Ronaldo Blanco, just like that. Copy the link to the song, paste it down below just so they're able to find it. And then for the thumbnail, we literally just go to the folder that we saved it to, upload it. You can see it right just like that, and then if you wanted to, you could save it to like a thing. So I just put it as like a Joshyy montage. And then right here for tags, my method of doing tags is probably the best that you could do for actually starting off on YouTube. What I do is I reword the title as many times. So you're just going to do call my phone Fortnite montage, Fortnite montage, call my phone, Fortnite montage, call my, or Fortnite, we already did that, call my phone montage. Fortnite highlights, call my phone. And once you get a bit bigger, you can use yourself as tags. So I always use Zen Joshyy, Joshyy, so I got joshyytv, Zen. But then you could also do things like Fortnite highlights, cleanest edit, cleanest overhead, all that stuff. And then once you've actually done all your tags, just press this button right here where it copies all of them, and then go to the very bottom of your description, paste it in. That also improves SEO search results. And then just like that, you just change it to Fortnite, just like that. Go to next, go to monetization. You can turn it on or off. I just like, I don't know, put it on. Doesn't really matter. Go to next. You probably don't have this checks thing because you have to be monetized for it. And then you just add an end screen if you want to do, but it is up to you. Go to next, and then I would just kind of post it as unlisted. And that's pretty much that. It is posted on your channel on YouTube. I didn't post it public. So if you guys did enjoy this little mini tutorial on how you could actually make your own montage from beginning to end, make sure to drop a like and give me a sub down below, as it is 100% free for you guys to do. And we're super close to 60,000 subscribers, so if you guys want to help me get to there, it would be greatly appreciated. Hope you guys do enjoy though, and I hope you guys have success in terms of uploading montages to your channel. But I will see you guys in a new video. Peace out.